live. Hey guys, what's up? Hope you guys are staying tuned in. And well, I'm gonna give you guys a shout out and thank you very much. The reason why I'm here to talk about my disability, basically that. Hey you guys know about this disability I have in the past that's called Tourette syndrome. So, I was ever since came out went throughout my childhood. If you guys got Q&A, so I'm gonna do a Q&A test. But make sure before that, make sure you guys keep it respectful. Keep the live stream respectful. Make sure no disrespect, no negative comments or thoughts about my disability, and then make sure we keep it peaceful. Let's keep this live totally respectful. And some, because if you guys, if some of you guys bring go, so be aware of, if you ever try reading negative comments and stuff, I recommend get off this live stream right away and hopefully come back and learn how to bring positive to the live stream. Because when I start doing Q&A, make sure you guys understand this. Make sure as long as I have some ground rules right now. So let's try to keep this live stream blog respectful and peaceful. Thank you. So anyway, so this today, so I'll introduce myself. I'm Steven. So my name is Steven Williams, and I was born in 1990. Okay, yes, and I have Tourette syndrome. I was born with it, and basically it's been around for a generation, for years and stuff, and basically I feel bad because what terrorism is like, ticks and other, anytime you make sound movements and stuff, like twitching and stuff like that, and because I have these, it's hard for me to make friends, back because back I was little, it's hard for me to make friends, and I try to fit in, but even though it's too hard to fit in, so, most definitely, I say hi guys, how are you doing? But I'll tell you one thing that terrorists is not so well, having this this condition is not, it's not so easy. Hi guys, good. How are you doing today? So let's try to stay positive. And one thing is, I'll tell you why. Well, I'll tell you how. Like, it's, some people say it's complicated, but some people say that you know even though my friends didn't know, my people didn't know that I say hello, man. Thanks, man. I'll tell you one thing that the second time my parents, they didn't know that, because my parents, I'll tell you one thing that no one knows. How are you doing? Thank you very much. How you guys stay tuned in. Guys, I'll tell you one thing. But I'll tell you one thing about T-Rex, man. It's not always easy. Well, it's part of it. Some people say negative things. Well, I just, like, I don't need friends, because I'll tell you one thing, we should never say things that, sometimes we can never say things to people that have terrorists, that can make them more, make them more hurtful, and it's not nice. I'll tell you one thing that we should learn to love, respect, make positive things, and try to be. I'll tell you. Just anyway, so that's more important thing that how when something ask me, I'm staying in kid. Oh, some people. I tell you one thing. Okay, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Oh, so something. Oh, you like how one of those pictures? What's okay? What's that? Okay, what is that supposed to mean? In that case, hey, say, well, I'm not a kid. Well, I think you're concerned, but sometimes you just I'll tell you one thing. That's what you think, and some, yeah, oh, commitment. So what kind of commitment you're talking about? So, can you describe to me? Well, can you describe it? Well, I'll tell you. Because, alright, but most important, so anyway, ever since I was little, my mom and dad, they don't know what I have. They act like there's nothing wrong with me. And they knew, as in right before they passed, and they knew that I had T-Rex, and they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me what's going on. Even though I've been going through, I've been going through a lot lately, and people like me. I know it's hard to make friends. It's hard to fit in right now, and these nowadays, and I feel like, and people started asking too many questions, started getting all, too much, and like, why are you taking people, and that's really kind of hurt me. It really hurts my feelings, basically, and some people, that's why I don't like be around people who are too young, who act, they just try to pushing my buttons and stuff, because I don't know, but at least but I did have close friends that always had my back, like my sister. Well, I have a sister, she always had my back these nowadays. And some, okay, but I tell you one thing, that's why we need to learn to respect that. Like I said, don't put negative comments. If I see them, well, I recommend get off this live stream at once. So I'm just saying, because sometimes you gotta learn to respect people's, ability. Respect people. Even though when people have terrorist syndrome and something like that, and some, cause that's, so make sure you subscribe my channel. But because even though hello, but anyway, so I know sometimes it's, even though it's hard to make friends, sometimes it's hard to, you even though it's maybe uncool and stuff like deep down, but even though I was trying to feel like, of course I just rather blend in, because ever since through grade school, middle school, high school, and also throughout my college years, I've been going around, what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That's, I, and so I know, because I know some people say, oh, instead of saying, some people say, oh, I'm so sorry for you, that, oh, I feel sorry. Like, sometimes it feel like people don't care. People don't care about what I'm going through. Sometimes it hurts me, it hurts other people. Hi, Lizzie. Are you today? Because I know, because, I just, anyway, I'm 35 years old, and oh, sorry. Oh yeah, make sure you subscribe my channel, please, and hopefully that will, anyway, but even though I do have close friends and my sister, but that's the most important thing. We need to learn to, to think positive, learn to respect other people, and learn to say positive things. And when people have disability, like, you should never, and that's why we need to be careful not to say things before you think about asking questions. Think twice. Think positive before asking a annoying question that can make people wonder, confused, and it's sometimes it's very. Sometimes you gotta be patient. But, but anyway, I'm done about you guys, man. So let's. Anyway, let's. So this is what I've been doing all my life. Of course, I like to, even though I like to draw, of course, play video games, especially sometimes I just want to get away from the outside world for a while. Until I decide, like, of course I want to go outside. I don't know why people let me do something. But Angel, yeah, I was going to, and Is that so? You was gonna be, well, I wanted to, but you think twice. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, it's a good thing. Well, it's a good thing you have. Well, thanks for taking my advice. That's what I'm saying. And thank you, Rick. Thank you, Rick P. Ricky P. Because sometimes, sometimes we all need to learn to respect other people instead of saying negative things. Because that's that's very fun. Because it doesn't matter what people love me or hate. But sometimes you cannot let hate define you. But from my point of view, I cannot let T-Rex, my disability, define me who I am. I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say or whatever. Because sometimes they need to be willing that they need to know who, instead of pointing fingers, they need to know, like, you gotta think right, look yourself in the mirror, tell who you, and think about who you are, and think about who they are or where they came from. Because by the end of the day, man, that's up to you. That's up to everybody. So I hope you guys have a good day, and anyway, well, sorry. Anyway, I could keep this going, or we can talk some, we can, move on to something else. Even because hopefully we got a couple weeks, then I'm gonna start doing live gaming. Couple weeks, I don't know, but